And there you have it. Democracy does work. Make sure to go ahead and go out there and vote. Get your vote in. Get your voice heard. Hold your people accountable, which is something else that is 2020 has shown us that we need to make sure that when we place people into these positions, that we need to hold them accountable to do the things that we are asking them to do. And that's something that all of us need to work on, but it's become prevalent in 2020 just because of some of the things that have happened. So once again, there's something else that is a positive thing that has happened for 2020. Now, to talk about some of the things that have been going on with me and probably give me a little more jaded vision of what 2020 has done. I've already talked about the reconnection with the family and how those things I love it because I love family. I'm a big family person. I've also started an LLC, as I stated. Shaq's Vision LLC multimedia group deals with podcasts, deals with speaking, preaching, any type of media mode, books, which is another thing that I've done since I've been in this period of isolation. Finished the book with NBE Publishing, put it out. We are out there and ready to go. Final copies have been put through. They are being shipped to us so we can ship them to you. It was a journey. The book is called The Middle Passage, an anthology of healing and hope. Myself and two other gentlemen that graduated from STVU, Distinguished Virginia Union University School of Theology, wrote a vision and had a vision, about us communicating to our younger selves and telling our younger selves the steps that we're taking to bring us to this point in our lives where we actually are involved in ministry and how that looks. And everything that we've done and all the trials that we've gone through and things that hurt us in the past and things that we've grown from have all been a part of making us ready to get to this point where we're actually giving ministry out to the people and how that looks. So if you're interested, there will be a link in my profile. If you go to it, that it has a link to a Google form and you can go in there and order a book. We're taking pre-orders up till the 23rd and then that's it. At that point, all of the books would have been submitted in for ordering and pre-orders, and then we're going to have the launch right after that, which I'm very excited for. So look out for that. It's going to be on every outlet, but if you have my advice, take it, get it from the person that wrote it. So if that's Mark Penn, if that's Mike Burns, if that's myself, that's who you need to go to directly to actually get involved and get that your copy ordered from. Now, if you want to go to my Google form, it is, as I stated, listed in the bio. You can just click on that link and it'll take you to the form and you can go through and submit your request for an order. Now, you cannot pay through that form. You'll have to pay through your own means, but you can actually submit and request an order for the book and I will get that out to you. Again, that's The Middle Passage, an anthology of healing and hope. These two brothers that I work with, awesome brothers, and they did some wonderful writing, and I'm very proud of the project that we have coming out. First time for a book. This is my first book ever. So now I can add author to my actual list of accomplishments. So, I'm very happy about that, and I'm very thankful to MBE Publishing and Chandra Thompson that reached out to us and said, hey guys, I want you guys to do this. She did one with some females that was very good, and she wanted a male perspective, so she reached out to us, and God led that meeting to bring us all to this point where we were going through this process and getting some healing as we were actually writing. So that's a big thing, huge thing. I have a website I'm trying to design for my company that'll link to some other things that are going on. Still working in my ministry process to go through my ordination. So that's the next thing that's coming up in that space. I'm actually, continuing to do these podcasts to try to provide some light to people's day, because sometimes it just gets dark. Like right now, it's dark because it was raining, and I'm just trying to be the light and hopefully give them some light and some things to look forward to. All of these things, man, are part of a process and mental preparation prepares you for manifestation. So think about those things that you want to do. Visualize it for yourselves. You have the time now. Take that time, plan it out, write it out. If you have questions, email me at shacksvisionllc@gmail.com. And that's shacksvisionllc@gmail.com. And I'll try to help you through it. I'm always here to try to connect people, to put them in the right places, to try to help them achieve those things they want to do for themselves. So I look forward to stuff like that, man. I've already connected some of my other friends and fraternity brothers to get them into this book writing process with my publisher to see if she could possibly help them through theirs. So I'm here. I've talked to people about them wanting to do podcasts and how that process looks, and some of the things that they need to get started. So we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all using this time to build ourselves to be better than we were the day before, which is the ultimate goal. So we've gotten to this space where we were so bound by rules and regulations and strict statutes of how things should go and how what we should do. And now we're in this place where all those things were thrown out the window, and we had to rethink everything that we used to think was the way to get it done to what we're doing now, and discovering new opportunities for doing new things and new pathways for creating these new avenues to communicate with people, to drive people to have, we have the mask. We have a friend of ours who created Mask, Nora, and she, because she has a son that is deaf, understood that, oh, you need to have clear masks so people that are deaf can actually see your lips moving and read your lips. So, things like that just you don't think about those things when you're busy in your life. So now you have time to actually see and notice some things that, we needed that weren't out there. So she took her skills, because she's a very awesome designer, and designed those masks and has the clear front. So she did that. She made a space for herself, for her business in that manner. So we all are doing different things, and we're all learning and growing, and hopefully you are too in some aspect. Whether that's meditation, trying to get a hold on your mind and give it a little bit of quiet peace. If you're doing that, great. If you're not, try it. Try the Calm app. Try any other means of you trying to gain some peace for yourself in this time, because that is essential to making sure that you make it through, because we don't know when this is going to end. Unfortunately, we have people that are trying to push it to end right now and are trying to force the world to go back to the way it was, but we're at a stage where we can't go back. This is our new norm, and we have to try to create new ways to do things, and this is the perfect space for us to do that in. So I'm looking forward to what's coming, what's ahead. We are in October at this point. We only have a couple more months of this year, and now everybody's like, oh, I'll be so glad when 2020 is over with. But 2021 is not guaranteed that it's going to be great either. So take the moment right now that you have to create that place for yourself, to create those things that you want to do, to take this time that you have to get those things going. Don't wait for 2021, because quite honestly, just as we've seen that's happened in 2020 with people passing away, we don't even know if we're going to be there. So do what you want to do now. Don't waste your time. Don't make excuses. Just go out there and do it. If you fall flat, fine. You can get back up. It is okay. Everybody fails at some point in time in their lives. The thing is to not take the failure and stop and let that stop you, but to take it and to learn from it and to grow from it. I know my podcasts aren't the best out there, but for right now, this is what I'm doing. Even when, I'm scared to death to get on the mic and talk to people, I'm still doing it because I know this is part of what God has led me to do in this space right here, as well as doing some other things. And maybe what I'm saying is reach somebody. Maybe what I'm saying goes out to someone and it creates some type of drive in them, some type of want, some type of good in their life. And if that's the case, cool. I've done my part. If even one person has changed, as we all know, and if you are in ministry for any amount of time, this is a true word. If one person is reached, then you've done your job. So if one person is reached by anything that I've said in my podcast or anything that I'm saying right now, then I'm doing my job. If you get out there and say, you know what, Juan been sitting on his butt for this long, and he came out here and in a couple of months he's done an LLC, he's done a book, potentially has some clothing coming out, he has this podcast going on. I mean, come on, and he's been in his house. So don't let anything stop you, man. If you see that space that you can create something in, go ahead and take it. Don't wait for anybody else. You'll do it, and you'll be successful at it, whether you fall or not, because you can still have success and failure, only because you've learned something that you will not do going forward. So take that time, do those things. I hope everything that I'm saying has reached you, God, in some shape or form. Love y'all. Peace. God love to you. Take care.